Good day from WA. Hi, this is Julie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Thrifty Thursday. If you haven't seen Thrifty Thursday before, then check out Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming. Sheree is the host of Thrifty Thursday, and it's an open collaboration where YouTubers can make a video of their thrifted items that they have purchased during the week. Check out the links below and the links on Sheree's video where you can check out other people's Thrifty Thursday videos. So here we go. I'll clear all these items away and I'll show you what I've got. Back in a moment. I love this day. I love searching for goodies to put on my Thrifty Thursday videos. It really, I don't know, it makes it fun searching. We get to use the goodies and I get to share them with other people who appreciate weird and wonderful things that we look for in thrift stores and op shops. Mum and I went down to Bunbury yesterday and did the tour of Australand and Bunbury. So I don't know how many stores we hit till we basically shopped till we dropped. Couldn't go any further, and so we drove home. But we were actually quite late home. My dad was like, "Where have you been? I'm hungry. Where's dinner?" But luckily, Mum had a quick dinner planned, so he wasn't starving for too long. So Dad was on babysitting duty, looking after Cadbury, and we went out op shopping. So I'm down here at Bunbury Beachfront, and Mum and I have just come op shopping, but I forgot to film inside the shops. I was so keen on shopping for goodies, I forgot all about the camera. So I thought I'd just take you to the beachfront, Bunbury. Might have to cut out if it's too sunny. It's late afternoon, we've just finished. We just went to the last shop. All I got there was one tiny bit of lace. So I'll just show you a little bit of the scenery. It's 100 kilometres south of where I live, a little place called Bunbury. So I found this lace. It's stretchy, so a bit different, but really pretty. Look how much of it there is. And I didn't have a price, so just went up there and with my bundle. If you wait until you've got a big pile, they usually give you a better deal because you're buying a lot. If we just went out with the one item, she might charge more. I don't know. Anyway, how much do you think? I don't know how many meters there are. Quite a lot. It's taking me a while to get through this, but very pretty. I think that might go nice with a lot of journal. Can't remember exactly. I think it was $2. It was either 2 or 3. I think it was 2. Either way, bargain. Happy with that. In the same shop was this bag. I haven't opened it yet, but I could see what it was. There was quite a few different bags similar to this, but I picked the one that I thought had the most items that I could use, and I particularly went for the pink. Thought, let's have some pink for my Lotta journal. So I haven't got anything like this. I mean, you know, it'd take you a month of Sundays to use all of this eyelash trim, but anyway, I've got a bundle of it. I'm going to have to do an eyelash trim giveaway, I think, because now I've actually got quite a lot of it. And that should be, you know, quite reasonable to post. Oh, this is really pretty. I thought this might work for a, you know, Christmas page done in blue, silver and gold. It might also work on the Lotta journal too, because of the gold and the blue. But really pretty. And then some blue. Not sure that I like this one. It's a bit woolly. Yeah, that's okay. Not my favourite. What's this one? Oh, this is very bright and colourful. Yeah, okay. And this one was the other reason why I got it, was for this one, for the woodland journal. Look at the hat. I mean, I've got one similar, but the one I've got is very brownish. Oh yeah, so this is what we already had for the woodland journal. Similar, but yeah, that was what I was thinking of, this one here. That one might be the same. Okay, so I've got more of that. There we go. I'm thinking January might be the woodland journal, because I know a lot of people still want me to do the woodland journal, so we will do that. Anyway, the last piece of yarn. Oh, that's pretty. Now I know that's purplish lilac, but I might be able to make that work in the Lotta journal as well. I thought that was a nice bundle of yarn. Well, it's not just a nice bundle. I mean, what a bargain! That's $2. Yeah, that's got to be a bargain, doesn't it? How much do they cost normally? What, $5 each? I don't know. I mean, I don't normally buy them, but just thought that was just super special prices. And then this fabric was in there too. This was $4 because there's quite a lot of it, way more than I could possibly ever need. But I just liked the colour. This is one of my favourite colours. That would make a nice autumn journal cover. I mean, it would make a nice 100 autumn journal covers. Isn't that super nice? Yeah, I think that'll make a fantastic. In fact, yes, well, let's do that. We might use this on the cover for the woodland journal. I like the idea of using these ones with the backing as kind of like book cover, because you don't get the glue seepage problem. So, enormous amount of curtain material. Yeah, that's yummy. So I think that's all of the fabric. Oh no, there's one other item. Now where is that? The very last item I purchased went into I think it was an RSPCA shop. Couldn't find very much, but I did find this. It said 20 cents, 3 yards. Anyway, I gave him 50 cents because that's what I had, and I thought, well, I said no, I don't want any change. Just thought that was really sweet. It's probably quite old. I mean, not ancient, but you know, it wasn't made yesterday, and it was sized by yards. So I'm assuming that the person that, you know, wrote that on there has had that for quite some time. I thought that was super sweet. That will make it into the Lotta journal. Okay, so you guys know that I'm giving away vintage playing cards this month. One of them is a Cadbury's Dairy Milk card. This is the pack that it comes from. There's other cards as well. I haven't got them near me, so you'll have to go check out the giveaway video if you haven't seen it yet, of where I'm giving away vintage playing cards. Now, these are not vintage. These were made yesterday and came in the show bags for the Royal Show. And so in the Cadbury chocolate show bags, you usually get a pack of cards. So these cards are kind of everywhere. Because my dog's called Cadbury and I love Cadbury's chocolate, I've included a Cadbury's Dairy Milk card in my vintage playing cards, or vintage-ish playing cards giveaway. I chose out of that pack for my giveaway. I already had these, the Freddo Frogs. I don't know if you get these chocolates anywhere else, but Freddo Frog has been a childhood chocolate bar. You know, it's just Dairy Milk chocolate, but shaped in the shape of this Freddo Frog. And we also get Caramello Koala, which usually they have caramel inside the chocolate. Obviously an Australian themed chocolate bar. Crunchy, I think Crunchy's in the UK and Australia and probably New Zealand and possibly Canada. So I already had those two. And I had this one, which is the Whirl, which has the flake in the middle and it's covered in chocolate. I already had that one. So in one of the op shops, I think it was the first op shop we went to, they had these. Now, these were actually free for children. Like, children could just choose one. I probably should have left them for the kids, shouldn't I? I don't know if kids want playing cards these days. So I told the lady I collect them. She's, oh, well, I'll have to charge you. So that's okay. So she charged me 50 cents for each of those packs. So it looks like I'm collecting Cadbury's Dairy Milk show bag chocolate cards. So now you might get postage stamps and Cadbury's Dairy Milk playing cards for the next 5 years. Your giveaways. But anyway, so yeah, so now I've got a collection of those, and I think that's just, I just love having, I don't know what it is about collecting something and having lots of something. It just feels good. I also collect everything Peter Rabbit. Now, I do try not to buy every Peter Rabbit book I see because I've got too many, but I saw this little pack for $3 and I couldn't resist it. Shame they wrote on it. I don't like it when people write on, to be honest, I don't like it when they write on books. I don't like it when they write on anything. I never write on my books. It's a little bit sort of damaged, maybe a bit of water damage, but it's a cute little case. I love it. And it has 5 of these books in them. It's got The Tale of Peter Rabbit, The Tale of Two Bad Mice, The Tailor of Gloucester, The Tale of Squirrel Nutkin, and The Tale of Benjamin Bunny. Super cute books. I love Peter Rabbit. I'm going to do a Peter Rabbit journal. I've got a whole huge pile of stuff collected. I've got so many books. I've picked out 1 or 2 books that I'm willing to cut up. A couple that no one would want. One's massive big book that no one could possibly want to look at, because people need, you know, if you're going to sit down and read a book to a child, it needs to be a size that they can have in front of them and enjoy looking at pictures. This book that I have is as big as my desk. It's huge, so I'm going to cut that one up anyway. So this one, you know, I can keep as part of my collection. What's this? Something gooey in here. Let's take that out, whatever that is. Well, someone's put a sticker on it. I can remove that. No, it's going to tear. Oh well. I'm just going to cut the top off that so it doesn't stick to anything else. But apart from that, it doesn't look like there's much damage anywhere. That the sticker might have just got there by accident somehow. Everything else is in mint condition. Doesn't look like it's been looked at. You know, again, it's a gift. But, you know, the person who received it wasn't that fussed over it. Oh well. Beautiful present. They didn't appreciate it. I do. $3. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And the thing is, I've already got some of those singly. So, having already got that one, I can use this. Haven't got that. Those weren't in there. That one was in the pack. So those two now I've got a big duplicate of. So these three can go with this pack and keep those. And these two, you know, I can use these to cut up. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell the person who puts a thumbs down on everybody's video who talks about cutting up books, because there's obviously someone goes around doing because there's always one thumbs down. Whenever you talk about cutting up a book, you'll get a thumbs down on your video because someone doesn't like it. Not to worry. I'm very careful about what books I cut up. As I say, there's hundreds of these books everywhere. It's not like they're rare. And I might use that cover. I might just give it a new spine. And that actually might be the cover of... I've been looking for a cover for my new book. I wanted it to be small, but not too small. So I think that actually will be a lovely size to make that my journal cover. And I'll just give it a new spine because the spine is a bit too small even for me. I like one signature, but that one is a bit too small. So I'll just give it a new spine. And that might be the book cover for my next, for my Peter Rabbit journal, which I'm thinking about doing that one March, April. Because someone mentioned about Peter Rabbit and Easter, and I never thought of Peter Rabbit as being an Easter bunny. But we might do Peter Rabbit journal for Easter. So I picked up a couple of golden books, but the other one's in my Christmas pack. I have been picking up Christmas things every time I go up shopping, but I'm putting them all into a Christmas box, and I'll be doing a showing of all my Christmas thrifted items, probably the last Thrifty Thursday of November. Before we head into December, I will do my Christmas special of all the Christmas things that I found. So I don't try to buy too many of these, only if they're in good condition, older. It's got a scribble in it. This was 1982. It's copyright 1960, but this was printed in 1982. So it's nice, you know, oldish one. Doesn't look all modern and printed yesterday. I haven't got this particular one, not seen this one before, so I really like that one. So yep, pick that one up. They were, oh, I don't even know how much they were, 50 cents. Most children's books are 50 cents. This one, I don't know how much it was. I think it was $1. This particular shop, they didn't put prices on things, so you just kind of had to gauge based on the general pricing structure of the shop. It was the Anglican Op shop in Australind, and yeah, it's pretty good prices. But beautiful inside covers. What I'd really like to do with these types of books is I'd really like to get the pages out, use the pages to cut up and then put a new one in, but it's very tightly bound. They have this deep recess, so you'd probably have to cut that off completely and make that a front board and a back board, and then make the journal, and then try to save these. I'd love these. Gorgeous, cute little ones. There's some cute little faux postage stamps. Nice rows. Some bunny pictures. It's just got a few here and there. Christmas. Of course, I've got to remember that that's in here. Really, what I should do is cut them up and store them in all their different categories, but I don't do that. I tend to keep the books whole until and unless I'm ready to use the pieces. So I have to go hunting through all my books to find things. But lots of little pretty decorative items. Yeah, I thought that was sweet. Just some papery things that are just at the front of the pile. I always check out the invitation pads, because often you can get lots of nice paper for really cheap. Usually, well, this one's $1. Usually they're 50 cents. But really nice borders, Christmassy. Then just, you know, stick something in the center. It's already tagged shape. I mean, yeah, and it's nice vintage goldish color. I love little books like that. And then I don't often see butterfly ones. Just a thank you at the top. Butterflies in a nice vintage colour. That, you know, I use that in my nature woodland journal. Beautiful. And what's this one? Oh, this one's just plain. I thought there was full sheets, but weirdly, it's tear-offs. Backing paper ready to go for a tag. I don't know. It's a nice cream ivory colour. I couldn't go, I just can't leave it in the shop. Was it $1.50, was it? Okay, $1.50, that's okay. It's not too bad. So some cute papery things. This book, Dear Colin and Julia, may have very happy hours of enjoyment as we have received from Growing Herbs. Merry Christmas 1999. Yes, got lots of information about growing herbs. It starts off photographic. I think they are photographic. I think I didn't realise that, but that's okay. It's very white. It can be vintaged up, but it's got some pretty images that I will use. I'm not likely to grow. I did try to grow herbs once. It didn't really work. This patio was all shaded. So look, some really nice, pretty flowers. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with that. Lots more fussy cutting. I seem to be buying a lot of fussy cutting. Look at that. I love that. I'd love that on a journal page. Art journal page, or yeah, something. That's the kind of image I like to use. Big and bold and pretty. So yeah, lots of fodder for me in there. Really nice. I saw in a video somewhere, no idea who it was, and they said, oh, I really love, it might have been Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming, because I watch all of her videos. It was either Sheree or one of the ladies in Sheree's list who do Thrifty Thursday. So it was a Thrifty Thursday video. Anyway, it doesn't matter who it was. And the person mentioned that they had bought a weather book, and I thought, oh, that's a bit strange. Why do you want a weather book? And she said, oh, I love to get weather books because I'm doing, I think she might have been doing a weather journal. Anyway, she said that you get really interesting pictures in it. And I thought, okay. So this is 1997. It's printed in Australia, copyright 1996. So it has, you know, it's 25 years old already. But there's some interesting images. It would be interesting for some of Marguerite Miller's, you know, collaging. You know, because I like big, bold, interesting pictures. So if she ever says, you know, a bridge, I have not heard her say a bridge, but, you know, I would love to use that image. So, and there's some really cute, considering it's a book about weather, there is all sorts of interesting images. Look at that, you know, the planet, sunsets, rainbows. Now, there's some images that I wouldn't like to use because it's of, you know, weather disasters, so I don't like those. But there's a lot of other images in here that are really interesting, and some old ones. 15th century illumination, really cute picture, all sorts of cute. So it's not just about weather, it's got historical interesting things in it too. Let's just have a flick. So lots of, oh, look at that. I think that will be super interesting on a page. Snow scenes. Oh, yeah, so, I mean, look, it's just, every page has got beautiful sunsets, cloud formations. It's actually a really interesting book. And then all of a sudden it'll have a drawing of a penguin. Gorgeous. Flowers in the polar climates. Oh, and then look at that. Pika. I wonder if that's the animal used for Pikachu. Is that not a bit like Pikachu? It is called a Pika? Is that where they got their idea for Pikachu? Did anyone else get involved in the Pokemon craze? I'm not afraid to admit that I was involved in the Pokemon craze, and I used to drive around to all the different car parks and collect my Pikachus and whatever else they had. Look at the bunny rabbit, he's really cute. Yeah, I got addicted to Pikachu. Yeah, what a weird craze that was, eh? It must have been before COVID. Must have been 2019. No, it was 2016. Yeah, 2016. I was all into the Pokemon on my phone, and people were. It was really quite scary. People were doing silly things like walking around, looking at their phone, and not looking where they were going. Yeah, some old pictures, some new pictures, some interesting weather pictures. Is that not an interesting book? And then all these old things in here. Oh, wow. I haven't looked at, this is the first time I've looked at it this closely. I just flicked and thought, oh yeah, it's got lots. Grab that. And then I just chuck it in the basket. That's what I do. If I've decided on it, and I know it's going to be cheap. So in this one, I think, yeah, all her books were $1 for small books, $2 for larger. So this would have been $2. As I say, they didn't put prices on them. Oh yeah, another book I bought. So I bought this one, yes, the other day. And I knew that I thought I had the same one. Well, I knew it wasn't the same one because I knew mine wasn't pink. But this illustrations by Lorna Hussey and these bunnies, I knew I had these because I'd looked at them recently because they're a bit like Peter Rabbit, but not. But she's quite a lovely artist. See, she does it in a blue jacket. So copying Peter Rabbit a little bit. But they're embossed. So it's tactile. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So this is the Bunny of Bluebell Hill. This one's all damaged. It's all falling apart. It came like that. It's 19. Oh, the poor Nana. She's given it to dear Emily in the year 20,001. Well, then she said Christmas 20,002. But obviously it was 20,001. It was 2001 because we hadn't got to 2000. So she's very confused. And it just put too many zeros. That's unusual, isn't it? In front of a book. Poor old Nan and Poppy Simmons. Didn't quite get there. But nice writing, other than the fact that she got the year all wrong. That's so cute. But I don't like people who write in my books. Don't write in my books. But oh, it's so tactile. And it's funny, when I bought it, I was talking to the lady at the counter. She says, oh, that's a gorgeous book. She says, I had those books. She had these books for her daughter. I've never seen them. My son was 10 years too early for these. This was printed in 2000. Yeah, so they came out 10 years after he was born. So I didn't have these books. But, oh, I love them. They're so tactile. She says, oh, yes, I used to sit with my daughter. She said we had a rule, clean hands, because we would be touching the book. Look at all the butterflies. Oh, it's just so nice. You probably can't see the embossing. Well, actually, you can. Because it's damaged, you can see the embossing. Let's see if I can show it to you. Oh, it's not really showing. You can see it a bit here. Look, see the grass? Oh, that's the tree. So the tree is all embossed. And yeah, it's broken. Anyway, I already knew I would love this book as soon as I saw it, because oh, look at the poppies. Ow. Oh, it's just so many gorgeous images in this book. I love it. Mushrooms, bees, butterflies. So I'll always look for these Lorna Hussey books because they're just so gorgeous. Now I'm not ready to cut them up because I just love them so much. Now this one's smooth on the front, but this one's tactile on the front. And I already had this one, but this is why I bought that one, because I knew how much I loved this one. I don't know if I can bring myself to use this for Christmas because I just love it so much. This one's not so damaged. Still written in Gidget 2008. Oh, but it's such a lovely book. Another owl, all these winter scenes. It's so lovely. I didn't realise I could get so enamoured by children's books, but I just love them. It just feels so nice to just rub your hands across. There's all these little bumps. So tactile. So look for those ones, guys, in your op shops. I don't know if it's just a strip. That one's glued down at the back. So where is it printed? So it's printed in Australia. Hinkler Books. So you probably can't get it anywhere else. I don't know. But anyway, Aussie viewers, look out for your Lorna Hussey books. Gorgeous. So I got this one on Tuesday, but I already had that one. That's it for the books. But in the children's section, I picked up this for $1. It's a project I want to do. So I picked up a few here and there. Puzzles. I want to do, you know, altering puzzles, and I thought these were. I picked a few other ones up along the way. I got these ones. I got these the other day, but they're not quite as big. For altered puzzle pieces. So yeah, I saw one of my favourite artists, and I don't know which one it was because I got a few, did a art journal page, and she had the pieces. So you put the pieces together however they go. This one's not a very good one for children because look, the pieces fit together. Oh, I suppose all the pieces fit together, but you have to make the picture match. So that's quite a good idea. Maybe. I don't know. There we go. Does that go there? No. I am good at putting puzzles together. Honest, I am. I used to love doing puzzles. We call them jigsaws. But yes, what she did was she had multiple pieces on an art journal page, obviously changed the pictures, then had the new picture flowing from the pieces onto the art journal page. It looked really cool and I was all enthusiastic. I want to do that. But then you get all distracted doing other things. So this is on the to-do pile of projects to do. The beach area, and then we're just going to turn that corner and head back down to Austerland where we came through. This is the beach up here. I didn't actually realise the beach was so rocky. It's not a beach that I've particularly gone to. It looks almost volcanic. I haven't got any volcanoes here, but it's very black. Could be just blackened limestone. Don't know. And yeah, so looking back to where we just came from. The hotel, there's the car, Mum in the car. Wave, Mum. Oh, I've just stopped one more time at oh, yeah, this bay. It's so hard to pronounce. Leshenoltia Bay, or something along those lines. It's been quite a nice day. I wanted to go before it got too hot. It's November, it's starting to warm up, but it wasn't too bad. We didn't boil. And if you leave it till December, it gets really hot, and the car gets really hot. So yeah, the scenery down here is quite a bit different to my area. It's yeah, it's a really nice day. Another little spot to stop in. Mum says it's pronounced Leschesnolt. I didn't think I got it right. Leschenolt. Leschenolt. And I think across there, I can see there's a jetty over there, but I don't think you can get there by road. I think that's actually like kind of an island. And what I stopped for was because we saw these black swans. Now, black swans are the national symbol of Western Australia because they found black swans on the Swan River. I don't get like black swans where I live, but there seems to be a whole colony of them here. Oh, look, some little ducklings over there. Oh no, swanlings. Cygnets. I think they're called cygnets, aren't they? See little cygnets over there? I'll zoom in. I'm not going to zoom in now. I can't even see what I'm filming. I'm just pointing in the general direction. There's Bunbury Industrial Port in the background. And the Leschenolt Bay. There you go, got it right. So that was it for the op shopping trip that Mum and I went on the other day. But the day before, on the Monday, my parcel came from the auction house. Now, I don't know if you remember or whether you even saw it. I did let you know that I had bid on some items at an auction house, which I thought was in Perth, but turned out not to be. Luckily, I didn't win any antique furniture because it was in Victoria, not in Perth. Anyway, I didn't win the original Victorian Scraps album, but I did win some postcards. I'm not too sure how thrifty this is. When I bid on them, I got this. This is the bundle that I got. Okay, these are from my personal collection. We'll look at those in a moment. This is the bundle I got, and I paid $30. Let's see how many there are. If you just count them as one each, 7, 28, 29, 30. And there is exactly 30. Now, there's not all postcards, but there's 30 items. Now, here in Australia, or here at the vintage markets, I can get postcards for $1, but they're only of this type of thing. Just ordinary sort of postcards, like for $1. Anything nicer than that, they're $2, $5 and more. So very hard for me to get postcards, nice postcards at a good price. But why I bought them for was because of these cabinet cards at the back, and I'm super happy about those. Well, I'll show you those in a moment. Let's just quickly go through the ones that I'm not as excited about. And so I bid $30, but then I had to pay the buyer's fee and postage. So in the end, I paid just less than $2 per card. So not super cheap, not super thrifty. I added up all the prices that they had for the retail, and it came to $100. So in some ways it was thrifty, because if I had to buy these retail, I would have had to pay $100, which I would never have done. This one's got old embossing on it. It doesn't have a year, but it's published to the Majesties of the King and Queen. So pre-1953. We don't know which king and queen. but I would say 1930s, 1940s. So some postcards of varying age and varying value. That one's interesting, all sparkly. Tower Bridge. To go inland is a halfpenny, and to go foreign is 1 penny. So they don't have years on them, but some good age. I like this one, even though it's a bit damaged. Lake District, Rydal. Is it Rydal Water? That's lovely. No year on that one. And then just some cathedrals and buildings. Another one that's embossed. These Merry Christmas ones, and that one says $2. So I don't know, the other one said $10. Seems a bit over the top. William Word, yeah, not interested in that too much. Another one that's got the sparkles. The Cathedral, Birmingham. Still doesn't have a date. It's more photographic. That looks like maybe the 50s, maybe even the 60s. Yeah, so these ones I'm not as excited about because they're just kind of, I like the backs. I mean, interesting writing. I have to try and decipher that one. It'll take me a while. Then there's this isn't a postcard, some sort of camera club syllabus. Just a bit of ephemera. Won't say no to ephemera. And then cathedrals and buildings. But there's some that I would use for a lot of journals. So Piccadilly Circus, I might use this one. I think we're now at the pile that I would use for the Lotta Journal. This one, Many Glad Returns. No, still no date. Yeah, the Brownings. A lot of this is the Brownings collection. And this one's nice. It's got this on the back, and it's all this. So she was writing to Bert in the war from his sister, his sister, and so it was World War One. But I like the picture. And then Dear 'Twas Both is Well Loved Scene. I believe that's a lookout in Sydney. I'm pretty sure I've been there. Sent to Melbourne. And then there's a birthday card, which is really pretty with the roses. And look at that gorgeous writing. And that says 1920. So that's 100 years old. Whoa. I love it. I'll have to read the, find out what it all says. I love that kind of thing. So these are all going in my Lotta journal. Friends greeting. They're going to be postcards that she sent to her friends. Or a friend sent to her. Many Happy Returns, August 14th. So again, you know, you can tell that these ones are older. Don't know what year. And then there was this. It's gorgeous. It's Wildflowers of Western Australia, with the originals are by Ida Richardson, which I thought I had a book by her, but I can't find it, so maybe I don't. Just rings a bell. I don't know why. I never know how to get into this. Here we go. Look at this. This is our Australian wildflowers, West Australian wildflowers. Let's start here. Aren't they so beautifully represented? So pretty. Absolutely stunning little paintings. The wattle, the Hovia. Never heard of the red bugle. Large donkey orchid. Yes, I've heard of that. The red flowered gum. And the lilac hibiscus. I didn't know that one either. But yeah, apparently flowers of Western Australia. How gorgeous is that? I don't know how old it is. And of course we've got our Australian grass trees on the front. Love that. And then this one is a pretty little fold out card, like the original airmail letter, with best wishes, and that gorgeous writing with best wishes for Christmas and the New Year. I should use, actually I might use this in my Christmas vintage one rather than in the Lotta journal. And then let me just pause. I'm going to look them up because I don't know who they are. I want to find out. One sec. Okay, so Hilda Spong was an Australian immigrant with her family, and she started her acting career in Australia in the 1890s. Born in 1875, and she was 14 when she did her first appearance. Anyway, she started to get famous and more interested in acting, and she went back to London to be a full-time actress. And her debut big part was this Duchess of Coolgardie in London in 1891. This cabinet card could be from the 1890s. Wow. Now that's got to be worth something in itself, you know. I think that's, you know, that's just, I reckon that's super cool. So I'm happy with my purchase. I've got 2 cards. I'll look at the other one in a minute. So these are like the kind of cabinet cards that the whole Lotta journal is based on, where the ledger paper is ordering 25 Lotta cards, or they could be ordering 25 Hilda Spong cards. There isn't any that say that, but there could be. So they would order these types of cards, and then people would buy them of their favourite actress. And she was very popular in the 1890s. So she was definitely around at the same time as Lotta Crabtree. So super cool that we now have one of Lotta's friends, one of Lotta's actresses. She could have known her. She could have acted with her. So how cool is that? I'm so excited to get an actress of that era. So Hilda Spong, the Duchess of Coolgardie, and she was in, I assumed when it said Coolgardie, which is in Western Australia, that she was acting in Australia. Well, she was in an early part of her career, but she went to the UK, where she, you know, an Australian actress probably wouldn't get very famous in the 1890s. So you'd have to go to London to really make it. Okay, so that's Hilda Spong. And the next one is Miss Marie Tempest. Obviously the card is by the same person, the same company. So we're going to say that it's probably from the same era. We're going to look her up. Miss Marie Tempest doesn't say what film she was in, but let me look her up. Okay, she was an actress from the 1880s to the 1920s. And yeah, would definitely been around and probably met Lotta Crabtree. She was also very interested in actors and actresses, you know, conditions, and was a founder of the Actors Equity in the UK. But that was founded in 1930, so that was actually after Lotta died. So I did wonder if they had worked on a project together, but not. Another famous actress from the same era as Lotta. So how about that? I just thought they were cabinet cards, but they were actresses who will go in my Lotta journal. Super excited about those. This is the kind of thing that I thought I was getting. This cabinet card, which came from my family. So my dad let me have this to put in my journal. Obviously it's quite old. We don't really know. Grandmother of my dad's foster mother, who we called Grandma, but this would be probably her grandma, we're thinking. We have the name of the lady, but that's all we know. We don't know anything about her, but this is the kind of thing that I thought I was buying, like an old cabinet card, and this is the size that they often are. And then look at compare the size to that. So this says it was $7 retail. I actually think this is worth more than $7. Anyway, super happy with those. So what do you think about the little pile of goodies that I got from the auction house? Do you think it was a good deal? In the end, I paid $57 for the whole bundle. But these are the ones I'll be using in the Lotta journal. I'm not too sure what I'm doing with these yet. They're just super pretty. So that's given me some really, really good ephemera to go in the journal that is from the actual era. So yeah, super happy about those. That's all I have for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.